Welcome people, how you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Right, we're going to be checking out this Hollywood Beach vlog, a must visit by K&D RVTV. Right, we did beaches in Maui, 11 beaches in Maui. So yeah, check out Hollywood Beach. I hadn't heard of this until I read it in the comments. But yeah, we'll check it out, see what it is. This one's actually a vlog opposed to the like review on the ones that I did yesterday. Thank you for all the comments on them, by the way. And before we get into it, thanks for letting me know that I was right. I knew that Hawaii was a part of the US. It became the 49th state. Thank you for letting me know. That's Reindeer. Thank you very much, Reindeer, letting me know. But yeah, let's get on with this. Hollywood, Florida. Oh, wow. See, this, right, I mentioned Miami Vice yesterday in the one that I did yesterday about the Maui beaches because of the shirt and glasses I was wearing. I felt more Miami Vice style than Hawaii. But this feels like we're starting to Miami Vice to me with the boats on a river. I can't remember what the starting looked like, but it's reminding me of that. Definitely got an 80s theme tune to it.
Hey everybody!
Hello.
And today we are in Hollywood, Florida, and we are at Hollywood Beach. You guys, this is our stomping ground. We have spent many a morning, sunrise, nighttime, birthday, sad, like all the things we have done at Hollywood Beach. This used to be our everyday. So we're gonna walk around the boardwalk here. It's 2.5.
See, boardwalk, we call it a promenade up here, see, but I live about a 30-second walk from our promenade or boardwalk. I don't know if they're two different things, but this looks like our promenade, but nowhere near as pretty. Absolutely nowhere near as pretty. No palm trees. And it's mainly concrete, not cobble.
Miles.
Or block paving.
Not even boardwalk, it's a Hollywood Beach. This used to be our everyday. So we're going to walk around the boardwalk here. It's 2.5 miles. It is actually not even boardwalk, it's a broad walk. A broad walk. We'll teach you the difference. Yeah. We just
One's
learned
wider.
Ourselves. Our bestie, Christina.
We do know her.
Here. She has always been involved in the shenanigans. Yes. We're the three best friends. Yeah. And she decided to get a real job and live a normal life. She didn't want to live
They put the sunglasses on because they knew that she was coming. They didn't need it for the actual sun.
Life with us, yeah. But we're happy to spend time with her. Yeah.
We have to come visit and get together. And we're gonna bring you guys with us today. Just our day here at Hollywood Beach.
You have that problem too with the seagulls. See, that's not something you see up the seafront here.
Oh yeah, seeing your frogs right here.
It's a hell of a lot more sedate up here. People aren't doing this. People just sat down, chilled, drinking a pint. There ain't no drinking games going on like that. Lively.
Wow.
Senor Frog.
Seeing your frogs. Seeing your frogs. This is new. This was not here. So this place is definitely new.
Imagine if this was here when we were young.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say you'd remember that. Whoa.
actually new.
Imagine if this was here when we were young.
No.
I was upset at having to get my youngest daughter one of them the other day. It was like £3.50. 2 for $40. That's mental. Crazy prices. But I don't think it was a yard though. It's probably about that big, but that ain't a yard, is it?
So the flags today are red and purple, which are no good. It means hazardous water, chances of rip currents, and the purple means dangerous marine life. So it's basically, it's only good if you're a really strong swimmer, but it's very dangerous.
What was the purple one for? Something about marine life?
Rip currents, and the purple means dangerous marine life. So it's basically, it's only good if you're a really strong swimmer, but it's very dangerous.
I heard marine life.
So we are walking on what we know to us as the boardwalk, but we found out recently that it's called the broad walk.
Technically.
Boardwalks were made out of wood, weren't they?
It means that it's not made out of wood boards, it's made out of cement. So it's a broad walk instead of a boardwalk, which is made out of boards.
But the locals still know it as the boardwalk.
Who would have guessed?
100%. I never knew the difference.
But it's not
and
made
now
out
we
of
know.
boards.
And now we shared it with you. The more you know.
I wonder why you call it a broadwalk then. We've got a road here called Broadway because it's really broad. And that's why it's called Broadway. But changing it from, it's promenade up here, as I already said, but calling it from boardwalk to broadwalk? Boardwalk to broadwalk. I don't know. Why would it change to that?
So we're coming up on
It is broad
the
though.
famous Nick's Bar.
They take a lot of our money.
How many nights do we spend inside Nick's Bar?
Nights/mornings. So many that were amazing, but we'll never remember.
Nick's has also been in a lot of movies. Alright, this is Nick's Bar. Right here on Hollywood Beach, the famous Nick's Bar.
Oh my.
What was it in?
Walls could talk before they were renewed. This place has gone through a renovation over the years, but I spent my 30th birthday here and we took over this whole place. It was incredible. If we had a YouTube channel back then.
Nick's Bar. Live music. They've completely redone it since we were coming here when we were younger. Ben and Jerry's Subway. And they got the band shell over here that's been around for over 80 years.
I can't remember where it is, but on is it Grand Theft Auto 5 where there's this sort of setting with a fairground at the end. It's not this. I've already checked out a video with where that were, but I can't remember where it were now. But it kind of looks like this. It reminds me of this.
Wow. This is where we spent a lot of our 20s. Right here in this corner store.
We've always been girlies on a budget, young.
Let's get lucky. So here at the corner store, we would get the cheap single beers out of the cooler because we were ballers on a budget, so that's how we drank here at the beach. We made it to
So you can actually drink at the beach there.
Margaritaville, here on Hollywood Beach.
We have them
Land
bikes
Shark
around here
Bar
as
and
well.
Grill in the giant Margaritaville Hotel, which is right next to the Hollywood Beach Theater, where it looks like they have live music tonight, guys. 7 o'clock. Oh, I love those bikes. Those are so fun. But this has been here for 80 years. Dang, the FlowRider is not on right now.
Oh, is
Sure
that
it was
surfing
on
thing?
earlier. But this is where you can like surf here at Margaritaville. Right outside of Margaritaville on the beach, they have this fun Airstream food truck that has some tacos and taco bowls with some frozen beverages as well. If we had the money, honey, we would be indulging. I promise you. But we do not.
Tacos. And
Yeah, they sound good.
Drink right here.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't even bring on the beach.
The view. The water's looking extra beautiful today, honestly.
Very good.
What is happening? I was just gonna film Aaron, and all of a sudden it started going by.
I'm guessing that's remote control.
Well, the seagulls are going crazy behind you. Speaking of seagulls, we did spend some time actually on the beach. There's a ton of people here. A ton of people, if you can't tell. We did spend some time on the beach when we first got here earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
I see a cruise ship in the background going out. Oh, jealous.
I would
Okay.
love to do another cruise.
Sorry, I keep
If you're
getting-
new here, we actually did just do a cruise on the MSC a couple weeks ago to the Bahamas. It was amazing. So if you're interested, check out those vlogs because we had an awesome time.
I could never get do a cruise. I don't know why, but the idea of me going, I just don't like the ocean like that. I'll go swimming in the sea. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to go in no boat in the middle of it, in the middle of the ocean. No.
But yeah, today we had a lot of fun hanging out.
I genuinely don't know why the idea of that frightens me. I've never been on a boat. I've been on a rowing boat and in a canoe, but I don't know. I've never even seen Titanic, so it can't be that.
By the beach, by the water, but the wind was so intense that really, if you're interested, check out those vlogs because we had an awesome time. But yeah, today we had a lot of fun hanging out by the beach, by the water, but the wind was so intense that really the audio was just like not happening. So we did film a little bit of our time down there. We had a really good time. We did make some sandwiches that we brought. We shoved those in our face as soon as we got here. But then we just enjoyed relaxing. Kim actually went into the water a little bit. She's always the brave one that goes in the water. I did not, but I definitely enjoyed people watching because there's so many people here. It's a holiday weekend, actually, I believe. Schools are closed, so there's a lot of people here, but we got lucky with our parking. But we had such a good time hanging out on the beach.
I'm gonna put some clips in for you now. That's the best you got? Give me some dancers. You're in Florida, baby. You're at the beach.
I feel as though this place, as well as Hawaii would do, get massive waves. I feel as though there'd be huge waves here. I'm guessing this is it's a little bit windy, so it's a little bit above usual in wave size or movement, or whatever the terms are for the sea. And they look pretty big already.
The current was strong. It's not that cold, but the current is very, very strong.
Parasols or whatever they're called are about to blow off. I'm not even sure whether I've seen the Atlantic Ocean over here. I was going to say, I don't feel as though it'd be the same colour over here. I'm on the north coast. I've seen the south coast and I've seen the north coast. And the south coast, very, very blue, beautiful. Here, it's brown and we're assured it's just the sand churning up. No one seems to get ill from going in there, so perhaps it's just the sand. But yeah, I don't know what the Atlantic over this side of the Atlantic looks like, but I don't feel as though it looks like that. I'm going to have to look it up now. I want to check that out.
You're gonna get pooped on. These people right here are feeding the seagulls, which is a major no-no.
It's really windy, so if they poo, it's coming straight
It's
at
coming
us.
right at
Pain in the arse, them damn things, aren't they? Well, they don't help feeding them. Over here, you'd be getting tutted at massively if you were seen feeding the damn seagulls. They're a right pain in the arse. They're huge as well. She does say what not to do as well. Let me know, is that just a cultural difference thing there? Because she said what not to do, right? Is she being the woman feeding? I bet most she's like, so what? She's feeding seagulls, but up here there are a massive pain in the arse, and I don't think I've ever personally seen people feeding the seagulls. I imagine if someone was doing that, blatantly stood there feeding it ice cream, everyone on the beach would be like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing that?" Try and move from them.
She got pooped up by the seagull. You're playing a trick. She's the one that pulls in my shirt. Alright, we're gonna go check out the Margaritaville here. See what they got going on.
Lancha Island Grill.
They got a slide. They got a slide here in their pool. How fun.
It does look like a really nice area. There's a whole other section over here as well.
I don't read what that said then. Margaritaville. Jesus Christ. Margaritaville. I can't read. Margaritaville.
I just realized that we've been in a bunch of Margaritavilles lately, Erin. Right? Where did we go? We were in the Bahamas. We went to the one in the Bahamas. Where else did we go? The Keys, Key West. There's another one too. They have them in Tennessee. There's Margaritavilles everywhere. It's crazy. So that's just another one we're not thinking of.
And they have a beautiful Valentine's display here, so which is really nice. It was Valentine's Day yesterday.
This is a big flip flop.
Oh, it is such a beautiful day here in South Florida. It is Sunday, it's the weekend, so there's a lot of people here. It's a house.
Is it Australia that call them thongs, isn't it? Do you know the flip flop thing? We call something else thongs. I feel as though you call them flip flops too, don't you? Or does that change from state to state?
Holiday weekend too, so a lot of people here.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of times that I've heard it. I'm sure you call thongs or what we'd call thongs, the things that women would wear on the bottom half. But yeah, no, flip-flops, I'm sure you say that, don't you? I get why Australians do call it thongs.
Here is the bike lane. You see the bike lanes go by. And then this lane is for walking. And you can see the cruise ship in the background going out. Not fun.
Not something we see. We only see see oil rig worker style ships, and ones putting the big turbine things up in the ocean. We don't see any of these cruise liners. No need to be passing through where I am.
Yeah, back in the bike lane.
Have any of you been here to Hollywood Beach? Let us know.
I haven't.
But this is
One
Florida
day
in the
maybe.
winter. It is the middle of February. It is absolutely gorgeous out. Been a
Wow.
big breeze all day long, so the water was very rough out there.
Wow. I just thought it was, I don't know why, midsummer or something. That's February, and you got geezers here with no top on. Saw a woman earlier in a thong. Wow, February.
The amount of people here is crazy. There's so many people. We just had like a massive crowd come at us all at once. Tons of restaurants here, right on the water. Fun fact, something we learned today is that Hollywood, Florida was actually named after Hollywood, California. Because Hollywood, California was so popular, they named this after Hollywood, California. So people would want to come here.
How long is the broadwalk here? You know?
2.5 miles.
Wow.
What other fun facts did you learn?
When she said, how long's this been here? I thought she meant how long has it been here, as in time-wise, not how long is the boardwalk. I feel as though she did say that.
Here. How long is the boardwalk here? You know?
No, she said, how long is it? Yeah, yeah. I heard it wrong.
What other fun facts did you learn, Christina?
I don't know. Oh, it's not made
It was made of wood.
It's made out of cement, so it's a broad board.
We're learning things here. We're learning things.
Well, was it once made of wood and eventually went to concrete or block paving, what that is? Or was it never wood? So it was always been a boardwalk, never a boardwalk, but some people just intertwine the two.
Hopefully y'all are learning something too along with us. Did you ever get the bird poop out of your shirt?
Yep, it came out so good.
When I think of boardwalks,
Oh yeah.
when I think of boardwalks, I kind of think of the ones that we have on piers here, that, you know, like just off the ground in general. That's what I think of boardwalks. Obviously, you can't put concrete on them.
See if that really...
Well, spud you could, as you spud. I suppose you could these days with the construction methods. What am I on about?
Y'all are learning something too along with us. Did you ever get the bird poop out of your shirt?
Yep, it came out so good. But I got some scratch
That was that woman's fault feeding her.
Oh yeah.
See if that really getting pooped on is good luck.
Oh, we need to know. You gotta scratch them.
I'll tell you,
You guys
wait on the mic to hold on.
Oh, traffic jam. Hey! Welcome to Florida.
But nobody can drive. Not even the bicycle.
How fun is this?
We grew up here. This is
We
crazy.
did grow up here. Watch out, Aaron. There's so many people
I'm
here.
not in the bike lane, okay?
It's dangerous.
Take it very seriously.
Right here on this side of Margaritaville used to be the street parking that we would do pretty much every time we'd come, and now it's a bunch of shops, all paved with this pretty concrete too.
They do have public restrooms. That's a plus.
Yeah, those are needed.
Right? Or you could go Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Either one.
But the bandstand, theater here, so many fun things, so many concerts, so many just like fun acts. Unfortunately, the music's not starting until 7, so we're not gonna make it. Yeah, we gotta make moves.
We're not going to
So
see any.
over here by
Oh,
the bathrooms in front of
We
the
are.
theater, they have this fake turf area where they got some break dancers going on right now. It's really fun to watch. They also have a bunch of stores down over here. You can see Fat Tuesdays down on the end. Aritas, you can get some ice cream here. And just hang out. Right next to Margaritaville.
see, it definitely looks very family friendly, but very touristy place, isn't it? Very touristy.
Here, this is where the Land Shark Bar and Grill is. Put on a show, Aaron.
Get
Are you
on
a
stage
ballerina?
and do it.
Are you a ballerina now? Are you an ice dancer?
Yeah, I draw inspiration from everything.
Bye, Nick. Unfortunately, we didn't get to hang out inside Nick's today. But
That's
their
something I
food
can't
is
get my
really,
head
really
around
good.
still.
Highly recommend. So many people
All
out
the
there
fans
playing
outside.
volleyball. So many people on bikes and scooters. This place is crazy, so busy. But we found this coming spring 2026, a new restaurant and rooftop bar. That looks beautiful. Look at that view. Right here. But we're gonna say goodbye.
I'm guessing that's finished by
Did you
now.
have fun today at the beach?
Of course, always. We always do.
See, them water towers look like some sort of giant squid trying to
have fun
swim
today
off
at the
back
beach?
into
Of course,
space.
We always do.
It looks like some sort of like War of the World squid or something. I don't know whether there was squids in War of the World, but that sort of machine, it looks like it wants to fly off. We don't have water towers like that here. That's a concrete, big concrete towers. By all accounts, it seems like they had a bloody lovely time. said that that was famous, that place. Let me know what movies it was in. I'm sure that's why she said it was in movies. There's a bit where you're talking again. It looks like an amazing place. As I said, it looks really family friendly, but similar touristy style area to where I live, but nowhere near as pretty. Where I live is nowhere near as pretty as that. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Definitely be checking out more beaches all around the US. Right, if you guys enjoyed that, give us a thumbs up if you want to, and consider subscribing. Massively help me out, and I appreciate you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye bye.